Well, now that you know how to connect flat pieces of cardboard, you might want to build something that has curve to it. So to do that, you're going to work with a flat piece of cardboard, but you're going to cut it multiple times to make that happen. So you can lay it down on your grid, get your straight edge. You're going to cut through, just like we did with the other one, with that tab. We're going to cut through halfway, not all the way to the other side, just halfway. And then we're going to slide this over, and we can use the grid as a guide. And we're going to cut again. So this takes some patience. If you get in a rush and you cut all the way through, then it's not going to work quite as well as we might like. So take your time and cut through. If you don't use a ruler for this process, it's not going to work as well. Let's do one more. Okay, so now we have our slices, and you just gently bend them. And now we have a curve in our cardboard. So here, move this out of the way. Here's a form that was made that way. And here's another form that was made in that same way. So you're looking at this and you're thinking, well, that's great, but what if you don't want to see those lines in your project? Well, there's one other way that you can do it. If you want to, rather than folding this direction, if you want to fold the other direction, let me show you what that looks like. I'm going to cut this piece off. So we're working with a whole separate piece. Okay, now this is the good side, and I want to see that side. So I'm going to cut on this side of my cardboard, just like I did before. Same thing. So I'm going to go ahead and make the slice. And then let's make another one. And we'll make one more. And this time, instead of leaving those cuts just as they are, like that, we're going to cut again right next to them. So I'm going to go in there. I'm going to use this side so I can be a little more accurate and careful. I'm going to slice right next to it, about like that. And what I need to do is remove that little piece of cardboard that I just sliced. And you can see, you might have to kind of dig it out a little bit. Okay, once I've removed that piece of cardboard, then I can bend it in that direction, which allows me to get a curve, but still see the good side of the cardboard. So let's do that real quickly with the other two, so you can see what that might look like. Here's one. Oops. Here's the other. Okay, let's get these out of there. Mostly, if you just get the top layer, it will work. Sometimes you have to dig out a little more of the cardboard. Depends on the kind of cardboard you're using. Okay, and then we can curve them this way. And you've got that cardboard curve, but a nice smooth outside. You can see the insides like that. Now, if you want to keep that curve as it is, one little trick is put a little hot glue inside those creases. And then curve it like that and hold it in place until it dries. And that glue there is going to hold your curve so that you can have that smooth outside. So that's another way to make a curve in your cardboard. But remember, when you cut, you have to cut so that your corrugated lines line up with your cuts. So you can see that I made the slices going from the wiggly side to the wiggly side. If I were to take the cardboard and make the cuts from the non-wiggly side to the non-wiggly side, it's not going to work. So make sure that you've got wiggly side, and then your cuts go like that. And that's how to make a curved form.